Yeah, my camera disconnected in the middle of that. So, I don't know if I can stitch these two videos together or what. I don't have like a bunch of tech powers set up right now. I don't know, I'll figure it out. Maybe I'll just post two videos. That just feels so gross. We'll see how it works out. Negative 1 times 3 times w is negative 3w. Okay, and we're done. I don't understand how things can become unplugged when I'm not touching anything. I'm just over here writing by myself. Completely alone. Okay. Now let's do sum and difference. They already have p minus 1. P minus 1 is the denominators, so I can subtract these. 6p minus p is just 5p minus 5, so it's negative 5 over p minus 1. That's it. That's all there is to it, except we should always try to reduce, right? Simplify if we can. 5p minus 5. Once you see 5 together, that should be the clue to factor out of 5. 5. P minus 1. P minus 1. What if some of you, p minus 1 or p minus 1, even though it's recorded, are still on your cell phones during this lecture? Wouldn't that be strange? Why would you bring your cell phone while playing the recording? I don't know. So number 5 is w minus 7 over negative 3w. I can think of a few of you that are probably on your cell phones, but I'm not going to call you out like this in front of everyone. Call yourselves out. Okay, that's it. Backside. Oh, and my backside is next page, because I printed both this and review 4 at the same time and failed to do double-sided for both of them, like a champ. Number 9. I know that y squared minus 49 factors to y plus 7, y minus 7, which means that this over here is missing a y minus 7 over y minus 7 for common denominators. Don't multiply these, leave them factored. Y squared plus y minus 14, that doesn't factor. So let's just leave it as it is for now. So I have y squared plus y minus 14. I really like this y squared. That just came out really nice. Over, I'll factor this to y plus 7, y minus 7, plus 2. Don't distribute the 2. Keep it as just 2 times y minus 7, because we have to factor it anyway, right? And this is y plus 7, y minus 7. Now if I add them together, actually I have to distribute the 2 to combine these. So let's change this to 2y. What? I don't know. This is 2y minus 14, okay? Because I have to combine these, and I can't do that unless I distribute first. So now I have y squared. Y plus 2y is 3y. Negative 14 plus negative 14 is negative 28 over y plus 7, y minus 7. How does this factor? Positive 7, negative 4. So y plus 7, y minus 4 over y plus 7, y minus 7. These cancel. And I just have y minus 4 over y minus 7. Doesn't get simpler than that. Do not try and cancel these y's. Try to cancel the y's, I will be a mad person. Okay. So number 11. Whew, that's a doozy, right? So remember, this is 2 over 1. And this is 1 over 1. Okay? So we just got to get these common denominators. What does this mean in the denominator? X minus 2. So multiply this by x minus 2 over x minus 2. And here we have a 4 in the denominator. So we want a 4 in the denominator here. So let's multiply this by 4 over 4. Let's multiply all these and see what we get. So I have x minus 2 times 2. That becomes, let me do a little squiggle here. X minus 2 times 2 is 2x minus 4 over x minus 2 times 1 is just x minus 2 plus x minus 8 over x minus 2 divided by x over 4 minus, this becomes 4 over 4. So what do I have now? 2x plus x is 3x. Negative 4 plus negative 8 is negative 12 over x minus 2. And let's do the multiply by reciprocal right now. Multiplied by, this denominator is 4, so we put our 4 on top, over x minus 4. So how do things cancel? Well, I can factor out a 3 right here from 3x minus 12. So I have 3 times x minus 4 times 4 over x minus 2 times x minus 4. My x minus 4's cancel. And so now what do I have? 3 times 4 is 12 over x minus 2. That's all there is to it. All right, 13 and 14 I'm going to leave for you guys. The problem I want to go over with you is number 15. You may or may not have a test question on this. There were differing opinions on that. So we've talked about area and volume already from last quarter. That's why I'm comfortable just leaving those to you, right? To find the area, you just do area equals length times width. So you're just going to do 10x squared over x squared minus 64 times x squared minus 10x plus 16 over 2x squared minus 4x. And all you're going to do is simplify that mess, right? And for the volume one, remember volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height. And so if the volume is this, right here, you'll just divide it by these dimensions one at a time. And usually if you see two dimensions, divide by this one first, the v plus 1, because it's probably going to cancel with something that factors from this problem right here, okay? And with that 2v squared, you're going to have to do some factoring by grouping. Okay, so remember that process from last quarter. All right, so 15, find the perimeter. Remember, perimeter is the distance around a shape, okay? So this, if I go all the way around this triangle like this, is that blue showing up? Yeah, it shows up great. If I go all the way, if I'm like walking around this ridge right here, this building, this weird, maybe I'm walking around a slice of pizza, a gigantic slice of pizza. That distance around that gigantic slice of pizza, that is what we call the perimeter. Okay, so to find the perimeter, you just add up all the sides. And recall from geometry, these tick marks right here are called marks of congruency. And it means these two sides are congruent to each other. So if this is c over c plus 9, this is also c over c plus 9. So our perimeter then is, I'll say p equals, I should have written that p up here. That's okay. You know, right up here more to create more space. C over c plus 9 plus c over c plus 9 plus 27c minus 9 over c squared plus 4c minus 45. Okay? So, step one, let's factor. C squared plus 4c minus 45 factors to c plus 9c minus 5, right? So that means these are both missing c minus 5s. Okay, so we're going to multiply these by c minus 5 over c minus 5, c minus 5 over c minus 5 with microscopic writing right there to make it super unclear. And so now what I have is c times c minus 5 over c minus 5 c plus 9 plus c times c minus 5 over c minus 5 c plus 9. Plus, let's factor, well, I'm going to have to distribute things anyway. So I'll leave as 27c minus 9. 27c minus 9 over, and this factors to c minus 5, c plus 9, right? So before I can combine these together, I have to distribute things. So this distributes to c squared minus 5c plus c squared minus 5c plus 27c minus 9, all of this over c minus 5, c plus 9. And now let's collect our like terms up here, obviously. I'm going to start working up here. Hopefully I won't run out of room. C squared plus c squared, gross. We got a 2c squared. That's disgusting. Let's see, 27c minus 5c minus 5c. Negative 5c plus negative 5c is negative 10c, so it's 27c minus 10c, or 17c. And then I have, that's my only, the negative 9 is my only constant, right? Minus 9 over c minus 5, c plus 9. Okay, so we have to do factoring by grouping here. So I'm going to do that up here where I have more space. Remember, for factoring by grouping, I have to figure out, I do 2 times negative 9, which is negative 18. And I have, what am I doing there? Just negative 18. There's no parentheses. So I have to figure out 2 numbers that add to 17 and multiply negative 18. So that's going to be 17, or 18 and negative 1, right? So I'll do 18 and negative 1 is also negative 18, and 18 plus negative 1 is 17. So that means my 2c squared plus 17c minus 9, I'm going to break it up into 2c squared plus 18 minus c minus 9. Okay? Remember, I group them now. And we're in that icky situation. It's a minus c. I can't just put parentheses here and call it a day, because when I do, like this is, okay, this is negative c minus 9. If I put parentheses here, then I'm distributing this negative, and it's plus 9. So when I put the parentheses in group, I have to flip the minus 9 to a plus 9. So this is still negative c minus 9 once I distribute the negative. Now, let's factor out a 2 from right here. So I have 2 times c... Oh, this is... Sorry, hold on. I messed up. This is an 18c. Okay, so I'm factoring out 2c. So I factor out 2c, and I have c here. 18c divided by 2c is plus 9, minus c plus 9. Now these both have a c plus 9, so I factor the c plus 9. Remember, there's a 1 right here, invisible 1. So I factor out c plus 9, I have 2c minus 1, c plus 9. Didn't that factor nicely? Not. So let's now rewrite my numerator here as 2c minus 1, c plus 9, over c minus 5, c plus 9. And now my c plus 9's cancel! Yay! And the final answer is 2c minus 1 over c minus 5. Okay? So you may have one question like this on your test for Chapter 8. Okay? This is the last lecture that I have before we start new content. Reminder that your test is due by the 6th of April. You can get it done as soon as I have it uploaded. I just need to make sure that it's all finished and ready to go. If it is all finished and ready to go, I'll upload it today. Otherwise, I might have to wait to upload it tomorrow. But today or tomorrow, that test should be up, and you should be able to complete all of this week's work at your own pace. Please post questions to the discussion board if you would like extra help. There aren't many, I don't have access to many perimeter questions to give you practice with this, unfortunately. So if you'd like more questions like this, check out Khan Academy. Okay, Khan Academy has a topic, I think, on perimeter calculations with rational expressions. And you can also, if you just do a Google search for Algebra 2 perimeter, you should be able to find problem sets to practice that as well. There is a practice problem. Obviously, make sure you can do this one by yourself on your own. And your review 6, that is optional, has a perimeter problem on it to make sure that you're comfortable with this. Okay? But that's as hard as it gets, that perimeter problem right there. And that's all I have for you guys. Have a good day.